Back again with another one. Real quick, I want to make a correction. In my recent video regarding the No Limit Cash Money Verzuz, I referenced one of the songs that I can tell by, I basically said it was a Soulja Slim song. Well, the correction is no, that song was actually wrote by Mac and performed by Mercedes on her album, which I want to speak a little bit about as well. Because as you may know, right after the Verzuz, or actually during the Verzuz, I guess Mercedes went live voicing her frustration regarding not being involved in the Verzuz battle. Rightfully so. And of course, immediately people instantly like, man, you know, that ain't cool or what have you. So I guess today Mac responded to that, and he pretty much said, well, you know, you should have been, it would have been good for you to be a part of that, but as far as that song, yeah, that song on your album, but I wrote it. And he just pretty much outlined the politics of the music business when it comes to contracts and song ownership. I'll leave it as that. And he kind of set the record straight. And although he did say it would have been good for her to be there, he pretty much said that, hey, well, you wasn't contracted from the Verzuz promoters, peoples, to be there, so that's why you wasn't there. So this is what I gotta say about that. Let's break it down. Well, for one, you know, I put the correction, so I didn't realize that song was actually on Mercedes' album. Now, if you don't know, Mercedes was an artist signed to No Limit. No Limit had plenty of artists. Some artists was maybe signed for one album, maybe two, but nevertheless, they was a No Limit artist. And one of the things I remember, because when you used to buy the No Limit cassette tapes and you open it up, it'd be a list of albums that was coming soon. And being that they had so many artists, that whole little page insert was filled up with coming soon artists. And you never really see that when you buy people's albums. I just remember that No Limit had a slew of artists. But yeah, that is kind of messed up. I would think that P would have all his artists there, even if you did only sign me for one album. Being that this is the Verzuz, I'm gonna have everybody that's able to be there to be there. Now I know, of course, politics, you may got certain artists that may got issues with the label, you know, label heads, sort of with the whole Baby Turk issue. That's why Turk wasn't there, and probably Wayne wasn't there either, you know. But I would think P would be like, man, fuck it, man, come on, you know, all y'all get on stage. Even if, see, and that's the thing, and this is where the politics may have came in when it came to the song, as far as the rights and whatnot. And Mac, you know, he pointed out that, hey, man, sometimes this ain't the first time I sung this song without her, and vice versa. She done sung it without me. But I would just think it would be a way, regardless of the promoters and all that, to P to kind of just not necessarily veto the politics, but just, man, come on, or say, man, get on the stage. And that's kind of like how she mentioned, like, it was other people that wasn't No Limit on the stage. Like, y'all could have done that solid, like, get the people that's No Limit out there, you know, if they able. So, but y'all let me know what y'all think, though. But I just really wanted to put this video out for the correction, first and foremost. But being that the correction was Mercedes and she just recently posted that, I had to elaborate. And y'all let me know what y'all think, though, because again, the first glance gonna be like, yeah, she should have been there. And I still think that. I think she should have been there. Like, why not, P? Being that album, everybody remember that album cover. Come on, that was the one. And then it's crazy because years ago, I remember P checked Charlemagne regarding that when P was on Breakfast Club, and they, you know, he was talking about artists and he mentioned Mercedes. Charlemagne was kind of like, yeah, man, you know that album? Which, of course, because that's what, hell, Rear End, that was the album cover, you know what I mean? That was one of them ones. And P kind of like, hey, man, she married and don't kind of sexualize her or whatever, which, alright, but come on, bro. Like, the album cover, you should have been thinking about that when you took the album cover. But anyway, so you would think after P did that he would still do her that solid and hold the same, and y'all let me know, the same esteem, the same favor. But hey, who never know? That was years ago when he told that to Charlemagne. So again, a lot of things could have happened in the meantime when it comes to these contracts and politics and monies. That's usually what it's about. But I would have thought P would have still, regardless, if it ain't nothing personal like that going on, have everybody there that can be there. But maybe it has something to do with the money. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. But this is real quick, though. Bad News Brown breaking it down, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll be back.